Hello class, this is Shruti Sahai and I'm dealing with contract part 2 for the LLB honors for second semester students. Now already in the first unit, we have done with the first unit and today we'll start with unit 2. Today is the video by which you'll get the glimpse and the crux of unit 2 and before starting with unit 2, first I want to tell you that I have given the complete notes on ERP, you can download it from there. And second thing is that we have done unit 1 in 8 lectures and have given questions, and I hope students will submit the assignment fast, and those who have not submitted, please submit the assignment fast and with the due date. And then any question regarding any case laws, any section interpretation of sections, or anything which you are unable to understand in unit 1, please let me know and I'll make a separate video of that and I'll answer every question regarding as Harshit has asked me the question. So in the case, please study unit 1. In the case you are having any problem regarding anything in your unit 1, I'll answer that particular question. Now, starting with unit 2. So before going towards that, where would I give you just a minute? Yes, unit 2. Today I'm not going to use writing pad and pen because it is just an introduction of unit 2. So in unit 2, it is pretty lengthy also and lengthy from the unit 1, but it is easy to understand. It is only a point-wise lecture. And in unit 2, you can see the bailment and pledge. We will deal with contract of bailment and contract of pledge, which is enshrined from section 148 to 171 bailment, and section 172 to 181 is pledge. So first you have to read the bailment, the meaning of bailment. See, the lecture which is divided, I'll give you the lecture plan, but it is not specific that only that lecture plan would follow, because sometimes it may happen that my video, sometimes it is like that I end up a topic in 2 videos. So basically there are 8 and 9 lecture in which I have divided, but it is not only concrete that this can only be followed. Okay. So first basically bailment. So the concept of bailment, the meaning of bailment, and the essentials of bailment, and then the second after that, the rights and duties of bailiff. So giving you with this particular, first is to essentials of bailment, okay, and with case laws, because there are case laws in bailment, and then it is the rights and duties of bailer and bailee, and then there will be a restriction of bailment, bailment with agency, distinction of bailment with sale, and distinction of bailment with pledge. So that distinction you have, and rights and duties. Important right and duties में आपका right to lien is very important. The termination of bailment, how the bailment can get terminated. So rights of bailee, duties of bailee, rights of bailer, duties of bailer. This will be there. Then rights of lien and bailey's lien. Then there are 5 types of a lien which we'll be discussing in this particular, which is there in section 170 and section 171. As I can see in your notes. Then finder of lost goods and distinction between particular lien and general lien, which is very important. Then you'll start with the pledge. So in bailment only, there are, I think they will be divided into these topics. First is concept of bailment, essentials of bailment. Second is rights of bailer. Third, rights of bailer. Then third is duties of bailer. Fourth is rights and duties of bailee. Then it will be lien, right to lien, which is very important. Then general and particular lien, I have told you, and the distinction between general and particular lien. Then after that, a differentiation of bailment with sale and differentiation with agency, which sometimes it may ask. Then you will start with pledge, meaning and definition of pledge. Same thing, elements, what are the essentials of pledge? So you have to study that. Then bailment and pledge differentiation you have to study. Then pledge and hypothecation, which is very important. Sometimes in short they ask what is the difference between pledge and hypothecation. Okay? And then rights and duties of pawnee and pawner. You have to study that, rights and duties of pawnee and pawner, duties of pawnee. Then pledge of non-owners. That is pneumo that would not have it, which is important and which you have to study after this. Then there will be the difference between pledge and payment. So commercial utility of pledge transaction is also a short topic which we will study. So in short, there are first essentials of pledge and concepts. Second is rights and duties of honor and pawning. Third is your difference between this pledge and bailment and commercial utility of pledge transaction. Fifth is difference between pledge and hypothecation. So there are 5 topics, means the lecture will cover up to 10 to 12. According to 10 to 12 lecture, will cover this topic. Okay. Now, starting with previous year questions. So the previous year question you can see in unit 2 that in 2017 they have asked the simplest question: what is bailment and what are the rights and duties of biller and bail? So it is very simple. In 2017 in the question they have asked define pledge, what are the rights of finder of goods. Okay. In question number 3 they have asked define bailment, explain the essential of a valid bailment with suitable examples. In 2018, in the option they have asked define pledge and discuss the element of pledge, explain pawner and pawnee rights and duty. Then in 2019, they have asked discuss the brief, the duty of bailier and bailee with the help of judicial pronouncement and statutory provision. Means you have to write the sections and you have to write the judgment which is there, and in that you have to write right to the end. And in the sixth, you can see in 2016 they have 19 they have divided the questions into the 3 parts: essentials of pledge, general lien, bailee, and difference between bailment and pledge. In that you have to attempt any two. So in the long also they have done with the shorts. So it is very important that you must prepare at least 10 to 15 lines of every topic. Then in the short questions they have asked difference between pledge and bailment. In 2018 they have asked the rights and duties of bailee, which is short questions and it is not nothing conceptual in this. And in 2019 you can see they have asked pledge by pledgee. So that is something thoda sa, you have to understand this. The rights of pawner and redeem the goods of pawner, pledge. Okay. How what are the rights and pawner and how he will redeem the goods. Then rights of finder of the goods in 2017 they have asked, and right of lien they have asked. So this is in the short they have asked. So you can see that the rights and duties are very important and the right to lien is very important and essentials are very important in law. So this is where you can see they have asked. First we'll start with the bailment. Now unit 1 to lecture number 1 is the concept of bailment and its essential. Unit 1 का जो आपका unit 2 का आपका lecture 1 है, that is concept of bailment and its essential. We will discuss actually the essentials in the next lecture, because this is an introduction lecture and you have to understand first what is bailment. The first thing of bailment is that the bailment is basically done to the movable property. पहली चीज तो हमें ये याद रखना कि it is done to the movable property, it is goods. ठीक है? It where there is a contract. Second thing is very important in bailment, that it is a contract. ये contract होता है. Nothing so conceptual in bailment. It is only that it is done. The contract is done of movable property. Contract movable property का होता है. Then it is basically where one person transfer the movable property to some other person, and this is a contract. For some time he transfer the property to the movable property. Whenever I say property, there is understandable that it is a movable property. So where one party transfer movable property to someone else for only specific purpose and only for a specific time, then it is said this is a contract of bailment between two persons. And very easy example of this contract of bailment is that suppose you go and give your tailor to stitch your material. Suppose there's a shirt ka kapda and the person A has given this shirt ka kapda to any tailor. Now the movable shirt ka jo cloth is a movable property of suppose A. It is a movable property of A. Uski property, he has bought a shirt ka kapda from a shop. So now he is the owner of that movable property. It is a movable property which can be moved. Okay. Now, because he is not a tailor, he has to give to make a shirt, he has to give to stitch it to the tailor. So he has given to the tailor. So now the movable property, he gives to some other purpose for tailoring purpose. And then tailoring is a specific purpose. And he gives it to the tailor that stitch it and I'll give you the money. And then once which the date is fixed, you give me back this particular shirt. So now this is where contract of bailment, where the person gives the delivery of goods to another because of contract between the parties, contract है इन दोनों के बीच में, and has said that return of the goods should be as per the disposable of the bidder. Now the person who gives the property, the a person who is the owner of the property, जिसने goods जिसने proper movable property दी है, उसको हम बेलर कहते हैं, और जिसको प्रॉपर्टी दी जाती है उसको हम बेली कहते हैं, ठीक है। सो दिस इज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट, इसको हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट कहते हैं दोनों के बीच में। सपोज आपकी घड़ी खराब हो गई, योर हैंड वॉच इज बीइंग कहते हैं वो खराब हो गई, अब यू आर द ओनर ऑफ द हैंड वॉच, ठीक है, आपकी घड़ी है, आप उसके ओनर है। नाउ यू गिव द प्रॉपर्टी टू समवन एल्स, कि आप उसको शॉपकीपर को देते हो उसको बनाने के लिए। सो दिस इज व्हाट डिलीवरी ऑफ गुड्स, इट इज अ डिलीवरी ऑफ पोजीशन, डिलीवरी ऑफ पोजीशन ऑफ गुड्स एक्चुअली, या पोजीशन देते, टाइटल आप ही के पास है, घड़ी आप ही की है, बट यू गिव द पोजीशन फॉर 10 days और फॉर 5 days टू समवन एल्स। क्या बिटवीन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है आपके और शॉपकीपर के बीच में, दैट यू विल प्रिपेयर दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग एंड वट एवर द अमाउंट आई विल गिव यू टू, ठीक है, ये आपको अमाउंट देंगे ना। द प्रॉपर्टी डज नॉट बिलोंग टू दैट शॉपकीपर, प्रॉपर्टी शॉपकीपर की नहीं होती है, वो स्पेसिफिक अमाउंट के लिए स्पेसिफिक टाइम के लिए उसको देता है, और स्पेसिफिक काम के लिए उसको करके पैसा जो होता है वो आपसे ले लेता है और आपकी प्रॉपर्टी आपको वापस कर देता है, मूवल प्रॉपर्टी वापस कर देता है। दिस इज नोन एज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट, इसको हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट कहते हैं। Now, concept of bailment and its essential, as you can see on the screen, that there are three essentials: delivery of goods, contract between parties, return of goods or their disposal as per the direction of the dealer. ठीक है, डिलीवरी ऑफ गुड्स और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है बिटवीन द पार्टीज, और एज पर द डायरेक्शन ऑफ गुड्स ऑफ द बिगर। ये 3 पॉइंट्स हैं जिनको हम एसेंशियल्स में पढ़ेंगे, और उनको हम अगले जो वीडियो लेक्चर है उसमें हम आपको बताएंगे कि हाँ क्या एसेंशियल्स और कैसे कैसे ये सेग्रीगेट होते हैं, ठीक है। Thank you class, and I hope so that you will prepare unit 1 and give me every answers and questions as soon as possible. Thank you.